Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. The Buckeyes will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Golden Gophers offense will get the first crack at it here. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
That's a great individual effort by him right there. When I think about Ohio State football, too, especially on defense, right, it's the legacy of the Silver Bullets, guys flying around, giving great effort and getting to the football, but it all has to start up front.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Now, can there be a better start for a defense than setting the tone with back-to-back sacks, forcing a 3rd and long, first time out the gates? Really good job by this defense.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. They're working that left side. He is denied, cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming. The Golden Gophers will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won, and last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. But when you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Makes the catch. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, there's...
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. No, he got loose. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. It's complete. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. Pass completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Caught over the middle. It's Tracy. Got enough space. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great catch and run for 6.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the point after is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. He's looking deep. He's got it down the left side. Hits the afterburners. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Didn't take him long to get into the goal-to-go package. Here they are on first down. Back to throw. It's Sayin. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And this QB starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Off the play fake on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Second down, they'll go to the air. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Shakes off the defender. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. And the Golden Gophers will snap it on 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. And you really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
And what moves this guy has. The jukes, the wiggles, the squirts just went right past him and picked up the first down. To the air, it's Lindsey. Fires to the big fella. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down.
Breaks away in the middle. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. They'll start this drive going to the air. Quickly to the tight end. There he goes! They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Hit as he throws. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Nice job in coverage on that 3rd and short, defensively taking all the throws and options away for the quarterback, and now we're setting up 4th down.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Under fire. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes. Looking to throw on 1st down. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes. And that's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature that time by the O.
We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Looking to pass, it's Lindsey. The short hands, it's Tracy. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. This crowd trying to do its part to get... Oh, he got a hand on it, it's blocked.
And how about the push from the right side to be able to get a little bit of penetration, move those guys back, and then just flying in there, laying out, getting your hands on the football, tipping the football, and getting the block.
So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. With the catch, it's Smith. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. He's got it. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. On the ground, it's Donaldson.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Goes to the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where.
Throws toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wide receiver going in motion. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
They'll go to the ground. Finds a little space. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. Wants to throw. It's Lindsey. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. The Golden Gophers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. That type of pressure on the quarterback, that's vintage Ohio State, right in keeping with the legacy that's been established by the Buckeye D.
Yeah, and you take pride in that. You own that legacy with all those guys you see performing at a high level in the NFL. Man, you see that, you want to go get it. Recruiting guys to fit those profiles. That's why Ohio State always has a good defensive line.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. And the Golden Gophers will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And no shot at a return here as the punt goes out of bounds. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
The Buckeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. Firing to the right, complete. Stopped at the 28, but a big 15-yard pickup gives him some breathing room.
Hey, QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Buckeyes are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. To throw, it's Sayin. Bringing the heat. Going to try to get it himself. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. It's complete to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in a first half.
The little soft flip pass falls incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Right, he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Running to Green. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
That's an awesome effort by the receiver there because he didn't have the first down once he caught the pass. He had to be able to make a guy miss. And with his athleticism and skill, he's able to do that. And as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Fires to the tight end. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Fires to the middle. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Well, the defense has had enough of this, right? The quarterback's on a hot streak. The ball's not hitting the ground. And right there, they decide we are jumping one of these routes. We're going to try to get a pick. Almost came away with one there.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. The holder will kneel at the 24, a 34-yarder coming from the right hash. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great one going down in Columbus today.
The Golden Gophers will boot it away to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And, man, could they have used that? It'll be second down.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
They'll send the back in motion. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Out of the gun, the running back has it. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Off the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. Makes a connection. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Lindsey. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it. and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
They'll ride Davis here. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Minnesota! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does, takes advantage of great field position.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession, they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. To the air on first down. It's complete to the right. Reaches into the bag of moves and finds his way up to the 31.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Short throw is complete, and he'll grab it, step out of bounds, and pick up the first down.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Makes the grab. It's Peoples. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
Boom. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision.
Turning it on! They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Love the play call here and love the decision to go RPO on 4th down. You're giving yourself options, but right here, you're just trusting in your offensive line and your running back to go get you the first down. Well done.
And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Gets the back moving. The ball at the 12 after that completion.
Well, a great job making the tackle there. Now setting up 3rd down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
He gives them a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. Trying to pull his way in. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
This defense trying to stand tall on 4th and goal from the 2. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Okay, ready? A long way to go on 4th and goal. Get set, get set. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Rushes on him. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Oh, those hurt. I mean, you got them backed up. You got them in a 4th down situation. You got the play initially stopped, but playing scrambling quarterbacks, you got to play the 2nd play and the 3rd play because they just keep running around, making things happen, and the QB does a great job on 4th down, getting in the end zone, making the big play.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. Quick pass on the jet motion. Still on his feet at the 40. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. And the Golden Gophers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. So 1st down will open up the final period. They go to the ground. He'll be forced out of bounds after the nice gain on the run.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. He goes out of bounds right at the 30. Good pickup on that one.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, and continue to feed your dude.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the 4th. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate find his way to the marker, and it'll be 4th down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
And these are the ones that make me want to remove kickers from a game. I mean, this is a chip shot field goal. It should be an automatic 3. He misses, wasted drive, wasted opportunity.
Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And how about this offense, man? Being able to succeed, still winning without their bell cow, without their star being their star. This offense has not had a great game on the ground, but they're still in the lead.
Leaves it with the back. Can't get him to the ground. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
And if you'd have told this defense that they stuffed this great running back today, they'd have taken it. They'd have been happy, but the offense has still put up production, and they're still in the lead, trying to find a way to finish this one off.
The give to the tailback. Breaks into the open. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Running it to the right. Powers through the defender.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Quickly out to the tight end. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play up.
And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed.
Man, we needed that so bad. We needed the football, had to get a stop, forcing a turnover. Best case scenario, offense back on the field, trailing in the 4th quarter. Time to go win it.
Scanning the field, it's Lindsey. Bears the pressure. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Keeps it on the draw. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Here's a heat. Fires to the wideout. Connection to the right. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. The Golden Gophers will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. And the Golden Gophers have their offense in high gear. Wants to throw on 1st down. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? The play action fake. A shot toward the end zone. He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
I can't believe it. He had a chance to just end the game right there. If the defender makes the catch in the end zone, up a possession, this is ball game. But because he put it on the ground, this offense still has life.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And how about this? All tied up in the waning moments, guys.
This kicker is mentally tough, man. There are not a lot of guys that would have a kick blocked earlier in the game come out here and make that kick you just saw. That was awesome.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Quickly complete. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked into what this defense is trying to do.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense, and I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burners are. You know he can go, so you got to play that deep route. They play it great. Don't give up the big play. Stay deep, and don't let anyone get behind you.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. He wants to throw it again. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, and it's hard. This is the hardest time because you got to have plays and you got to have scripts because you know they're sitting back with all the DBs on the field in a dime package playing pass. How can we get first downs? How can we complete passes and get out of bounds to try to save some of this clock as we move the ball down the field?
The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. They'll try to pick up a few here on 3rd down, but from here it would be a 60-yard attempt. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. That's reeled in. It's Peoples. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Biggest drive of the game coming up right now as this team tries to win it in regulation. Got it in the middle. It's Thurman. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on 1st down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Gets it out fast. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
The Buckeyes come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. Throws and fired complete. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
The Buckeyes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Motion from the back. Got room to work. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Buckeyes looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Finds his big tight end. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
They want to throw it. Catch in the middle. It's Graham. And he goes down right there. That play's going to lose yardage. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th. Man, that was exhilarating. Incredible game from start to finish. And I mean the very